Yeah, what's going on with everybody? What's good, y'all? What's good? So you know what time it is. This time I'm going to do a reading for the collective again. At the same time, this is going to be a 3-card spread. However, I'm going to be doing one on the past, the present, and the future. The past, the present, and the future. And you know what's kind of wild is the reading that I did yesterday, the tarot reading that I did yesterday, it included me as well. So when I said collective, I meant collective because it definitely resonated with me. I don't know if it resonated with everybody else, and that's cool. You know what I mean? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. That's how most of the tarot readers say it, right? And I totally get it. But for me, yeah, man, that joint resonated with me. I was like, oh, okay, I better take my own advice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's how that went. So how's everybody day and night going so far? For those on the East Coast, the nor'easter storm, I believe, has passed. Don't quote me on that, but I hope it did. You know what I'm saying? It was pouring, though. I tell you that. I was waking up in the middle of the night. It was raining so hard. I still got my air conditioner in the window, so you know how you hear the wind. You hear the wind and the rain hitting the AC like that, like crazy, right? So it was one of those, you know what I'm saying? Definitely one of those, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, glad to be back. I should have just stuck to the script, right? Messed my shuffle up. Get that back right. That's a card. Again, this is the White Sage Tarot deck. If you're just coming on seeing it, that's the case for it. It's pretty dope, right? I love it. I do. I think it's real. I think it got style. It's elegance. It's a sense of elegance to this deck. So, you know, it meshes real well. All right, let me get the cutting and get this thing going. All right? So remember, we're doing past, present, future. Past, present, future, and how it relates to us. This is what the universe wants us to know about the past, the present, and the future. Wants us to look at. So we're going to begin with the past. What are we reflecting on in the past? What's going on in the past? We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So it looks like it's upright facing you guys, but to me it's reversed, all right? So I'm going to read the interpretation of 8 of Pentacles reversed. Just so you know, I do reversals if this is your first time coming through. And the 8 of Pentacles in reverse is about impatience, no commitment. So let's reflect, y'all. These are the 2 main focal points, impatience and no commitment. Learning new skills can sometimes make your ego feel crushed. The little voice in your head may be saying, you can't do this, it's too hard. This hesitancy will pass as you push your way through. Surround yourself with your biggest fans. Okay, so this is basically telling us about things in the past, right? That we have come across. These are probably going to be largely associated with dreams, because I'm seeing here also that, you know, this is about who you are in the path that you're supposed to be heading on as an individual. So that automatically can show where the ego, gets conflicted here, glow. But see, this yellow ribbon is glowing right here like the sun. This reminds me of the spinal cord when I see it, okay? Which is reflective of the ego, which is reflective of the sun in astrology. So I get this whole, you know, the ego is also the you know, who you are, right? That prowess, that sense of individuality that one possesses. So I'm looking at this as like these dreams and these aspirations that one had in our younger years that we just let go by the wayside, that we let go because of probably external forces, because look at all of these external forces going alongside this, right? It's like so many other things that you could have potentially done, and you probably did put this down, which is you, put this down to go address one of these, right? It was so much simpler. It was so much easier to do. So that's what we went and we did. And, that's where that impatience comes from. It's, you're only a teenager once. You're only going to be in your 20s once, right? YOLO, you only live once. These types of mentalities is what caused a lot of us to put things on the back burner, whether it was going to school, furthering your education, taking up that hobby to be more serious and turn it into a business. You may have thought, I can't run a business. That's for Fortune 500 people. That's for the people with the suits and ties. That's for these people, or that's not in my league, or the hood I come from, we don't do that. You know what I mean? It's just like, cut it out. Cut it out. The past is letting you know right now that it's an issue. You may sleep and dream about it now. Things that you thought you should have. You might even have dreams of things that you thought you will be doing today, but you're not. And you wake up and it almost feels like a nightmare. Like, how I'm not doing that? I've always dreamed of that. Now I'm literally dreaming of it, and why I'm not doing it. Right? So this is what the past is telling to us, myself included. I'm just excited to find out how this resonates with me as well today. And I'm not gonna make it fit either. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's what the past is saying to us, y'all. So now let's get into the present. What's going on in the present? The star upright. Y'all see this? The star upright. It's upright to me. It's reverse facing y'all. Okay, so right off the bat, I see the man, what's the name of this symbol? Y'all know the symbol that I'm talking about too, the swirly symbol. The Fibonacci sequence. There we go. You see the Fibonacci sequence right off the bat. But we'll get to that in a bit. I'm going to find the definition for the star first, and then we can get all into the interpretation of what I see when looking at this beautiful card here. It looks beautiful to me. It looks kind of spooky too, but overall, I like that type of stuff. So the star. The star. The star is about cleansing and hope. So this is the present moment, y'all. Let's get into it. Cleansing and hope. You look up in the night sky and understand you are connected to the stars as well as the ground you stand on. White sage smudging reduces the negative energy all around. This card is a good omen. Enjoy it. See, now you got the white sage deck, but of course, right, this is the person who made the deck. So is that why they put the white sage in there? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But I told y'all about my incense story. I got white sage incense burning right now too. So it's basically stating this. We are one with the universe, right? We are one with the universe. And the Fibonacci sequence is a sequence of it's in everything. It's found in everything. The coils of your hair, how they curl. The Fibonacci sequence is everywhere. The insides of tree trunks, and it's everywhere you look. Your fingerprints, Fibonacci sequence is everywhere. So this is our signifier. This is our connected to the universe that lets us know we are one with everything. All right. So therefore, now this cleansing thing, right? This can deal with the fragrances, excuse me, and the the types of purities that you filter your air with. Definitely, absolutely. I got a humidifier in here. I got an air purifier. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So it can begin there. Get the dusting, get the cleaning up, sweep and mop. Do the damn thing. Get all of that taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Open your windows. Let some air from outside circulate inside. You know what I mean? Do those types of things, those types of activities, and you will see how things get to clearing out for yourself. You'll gain mental clarity as well. As you see here, this reminds me of like a witch broom. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like with the bottom of a witch's broom. And that would be dope, right? Like this is the bottom of a witch's broom that's just flying through the air, and it's leaving this trail of this Fibonacci sequence surrounding the stars. And it's almost like it's lit. This might be sage right here. Oh, that's probably what it is, right? Sage, because you heard the definition. But that's what it reminds me of. That's what I see. I see the bottom of a witch's broom, and it's leaving the trail after circulating this star. after circulating this star, right? And these stars are what we are made up of. And the number 17 is pretty much significant too. When I see the number 17, I think about knowledge, and I think about life path as well. Life path as well. I think about something that is like all-knowing. You know, I get those vibes. I get those supreme light energy vibes. You know, knowing, this is again something relative to knowing thyself, knowing oneself. And in order to do that, it's about reading the signs. You understand what I'm saying? So stop in your everyday travels and give yourself a moment to reflect and just look around and look for the signs. The signs be right there in front of our faces most of the time. The answers that we be looking for be right there. You know what I mean? So let's get to the future. The devil, upright. Y'all see that? Devil, upright. This is what the future has in store for us. Okay. Let's read the devil interpretation. Addiction, hopelessness, self-doubt. Is this what our future holds? The shiny red apple and the lime green snake draws you in. He pulls you off your true path and clouds your view, making it hard to see. Where is your weakness? Can you see the truth? You always have a choice to break a pattern. Okay, so let's deal with it, right? The devil this card wouldn't have been flipped out for no apparent reason. This gives us a warning, at least. This gives us a forewarning of what the future holds for us. There's going to be dangling carrots, pause, in front of our face. You understand what I'm saying? There's going to be the things that tempt us to do things that we're not set on our path to do. Now, for those of you who read astrology, you may know where your North Node is, so you can understand where that destiny is, where that path, where that goal is, right? For others of us who are not as versed, that's okay. We're going to still hang out in the community, in other communities as well. If you got to find an answer that you need to find, we're going to get there. You know what I mean? It does help give clarity, though, to what is actually tempting you and what is not tempting you, right? Because we got to remember, this is an ascending order. We got the Eight of Pentacles here, we got the Star here, we got the Devil here. And the Eight of Pentacles in the past is talking about things that we put off for other things. So what this tells me is this devil that is here for our future is going to be luring us in, or trying to lure us in, with the same magic, the same distractions, the same vices that we put ourselves down for to go address during the past. That's what this tells me. All right, and in the present, we got the signs, right? So the signs are here. The signs of the tarot. The sign is the astrology. The sign is the person who calls you today. The inbox that you get, the emails that you get and send out. You know, those are the signs. The walk to the store, bird shits right in front of your foot or something. The signs are there in the present. So now with this devil, we are aware of the things that the devil puts in front of us to distract us off that path, because we already lived it before in the past. We've already done it. So this prepares us. Now, this helps you distinguish between what's for you and what's not for you. And I must stress this because sometimes people think, you know, what your grandparents or your great-grandparents told you were temptations are all your temptations, like they're all assigned to you. Or what gurus, religious leaders tell you is temptations are all assigned to you. However, what if your life path is to do something that other people find tempting or would label as temptation? However, for you, it may not be the same thing. It may be your life calling. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to describe a particular interest or factor or vice. I'm going to leave that up to your interpretation because I don't want to bias this reading. However, just think about that. You know what I mean? Think about someone, and what you can do is reflect on the past when you're doing that as well, and say, you know, think about some of the things that tempted you in the past that people may look at that. If you tell them, oh, this used to distract me, this used to bring me here to these places I don't want to go to no more, and they be like, what? That's minor league, boy. Like, what you talking about? Like, I used to do this, that, and the third. And now you might be like into a master gunnery sergeant now. Like, you supposed to be getting into weapons now. And then people like, no, that's bad. That's a temptation. And just like, no, that's what I'm destined to be. I got Aries heavy in my chart or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I did get to clarifying a little bit, but perhaps that can help. All right, y'all. Past, present, and future. I'm out.